Welcome home, masters and misses. My name is HidoriKuro, and welcome back to more Zenless Zero, where we finally get back to our agent backlogs. My agent backlog, anyway. I got distracted with the Pale Wasteland event. I wanted to get that done before it ended. Unfortunately, our Masters event story will have to wait another time. Luckily, its agent story is still available. Just the rewards from the extra rewards from it are not. But we're not worried about that. We're worried about Nakamata right now. Then get into chapter 2 of Cat and Mouse Game. The physical and fire. Like I got both of those pretty leveled up. I'm really hoping I get Astroya when she comes out. I think it's supposed to be this week. The new agents, the new story chapter is supposed to come out. It's supposed to find a New Year's event going around or something like that. But she got a message from Nakamata. She wants to meet at the alley entrance. Maybe she has an update on the last commission. The other proxy is here. Yeah, just got here. We were discussing tactics. As you can see, the situation has become clearer. I never expected this to be the culprit. Spreading rumors, laying down bait, and luring in the enemy. What a cunning move. That's the expertise you pick up from years on the streets. I wouldn't have resorted to this if the situation wasn't this dire. I knew we could count on you, Nakamata. Proxy, are you ready? I want to strike first to avoid any more sleepless nights. I'm with you. 1, 2, 3. Wait, what are you guys talking about? For 2 days now, the barbecue beef has gone missing from my bowl of noodles while I wasn't paying attention. I bumped into Nakamata earlier and she helped me get to the bottom of this. Turns out, the culprit is this cat. Seriously? Planning to sneak attack on its belly to make up for the piece of barbecue beef I've lost out on over the last 2 days. We were talking about a commission. Oh, I almost forgot, yeah? I came here to talk to you two about following up on the commissions today, and you got distracted by the cat. I'm not surprised. Let's talk about the details in your store. I'm going to die from exhaustion if I keep standing here. After the 3 of them take turns stroking the cat's belly for a while, they return to the video store, and Nakamata encounter a meeting with Ollie.
These gangsters have been looting lost ether resources all over the hollows for quite some time. Their methods are cruel, and they've amassed a substantial fortune. No precinct in any jurisdiction has been able to pin them down because they roam around, so the case remains unsolved. So here's what I'm thinking. First of all, we put out the word on Internaut that there's a large commission to recover ether resources. The commission which you and the proxy got involved with last time. Then, we use ether resources from our evidence room as bait and set a trap by placing them in the hollow. Finally, we wait for the gangsters to take the bait and then apprehend them all inside the hollow.
Sounds pretty solid. Then what?
Okay, well, then we officially adopt this as our battle plan.
Oh, well done then. It seems like you have a real talent for organizing plans.
It's just 11th Precinct also wants in. And I've been promoted to head up the joint operation.
Why did you say just? You're starting to make me nervous.
What's going on here, Ollie?
You see, only the 11th Precinct has access to the ether resources and evidence. I'm about to go undercover into the hollow to set up the trap with 2 strangers from the General Affairs Department who I've never even met before. And my weakness will be exposed the second we run into any ethereals, and they won't exactly help me hide it, and then once my boss hears about it, I'm betting once again
You really need help.
So what? It's not like I can go meet them in your place. Cry and beg all you want. But I'm not gonna do anything that risky.
Of course. I'd never dream of getting you to do such a thing, Miss Nakamata. As a case consultant, I just need you to take care of any ethereals along the way, so we can safely lay our bait.
Case consultant? Sounds more like a bodyguard.
Because that's where we are. We're pretty much the bodyguard at this point.
Oh, not at all. Think of it as being temporary, unofficial personnel for public security. I've already filled in everyone back at the precinct about the case consultant who will be helping out with the operation.
They didn't think to ask you for an identity?
It's really stressful working on an operation alongside this many officers. Kind of regret agreeing to help you.
Well, we're already this into it already.
Oh, please don't say that. This operation really needs you, Miss Nekomata. What if we use remote comms to keep in touch, and you can help me from a little further away? Then you won't have to talk to the other officers.
If that's an option, then I'll consider doing it. By the way, this case consultant thing, is there anything else I need to know about?
As you're effectively temporary unofficial personnel for public security, you'll need to comply with basically the same rules that current officers do.
Well, that's going to be a problem.
You'll be fine. You just need to memorize this simple 476-page new officer training manual.
I'm sorry, how many pages?
Is something wrong?
You can't seriously expect us to memorize a whole ass manual that big.
I know what to do, so just leave everything to me.
Back to the present in the video store.
And so that's what happened when I met Ollie just now.
So, you're not even going to look at the manual, are you?
Nekomata, correct me if I'm wrong, but you aren't going to read that manual, are you?
Of course not. Who'd want to learn how to be a public security officer by reading all that?
Not to mention, this is just a commission. We're not planning to join PubSec.
All I have to do is work with the officers from public security. It's no big deal. I'll just brush up on a few things beforehand.
Hopefully they don't ask for anything specific.
There's still some time before Ollie's mission, so I'll go study nearby and give you a buzz when it's time to go.
Oh, she's gone. She said she was going to study somewhere nearby. How does Nekomata plan to study exactly?
Are we lounging on a rooftop?
Why don't you go find out, Wise? That way, you'll be more confident going into the hollow with her.
Alright. Searching Nekomata on 6th Street. Jesus though, 400 some pages? Eventually that's equivalent of a textbook. On a manual is just overkill. Well, it's you, Proxy. You scared me sticking up on me like that. Is eavesdropping what you call studying? Hey, you don't have to put it like that. Look, those officers over there look like they're discussing work. It's a good chance to study how they talk to each other. You can watch them with me if you want. Just keep it on the down low. Don't stare at them like that. You pretend to be waiting for someone on the street side with Nekomata while eavesdropping on the two officers' conversation. I'm waiting from Team 2, Criminal Investigation Department of the 11th Precinct. I heard you folks have a lead on the Operation Midnight case. Reporting, madam. I'm Durman from the Traffic Control Department of the 12th Precinct. Here's a list of people involved in the traffic accident. The driver, who is now in a coma, is suspected to have some ties with Operation Midnight. Thanks. No need to be formal. While I'm in charge of this case, this is the support and teamwork from all departments and units that have made such rapid progress in our investigation possible. Madam Whitman, so down to earth. It's the least we can do. The 11th and 12th precincts have always worked well together, thanks to all of you. I'll take this info back to headquarters to review. Please keep an eye on the unconscious driver. So this is how public security officers talk while working. Well, there's nothing much left to see here. I'll go check out some other places. I'm pretty sure there's more to it than that I wouldn't know. Still on 6th Street. Oh, you're here. Are you supposed to be observing how PubSec officers work? Shh, keep your voice down. Look over there. See those two chatting? They might not be in uniform, but my bet is they're security officers. You gotta trust the cat's instincts. If you say so. Listen to the conversation between the officers with Nekomata. Oh no, did you catch the news? The lead from Team 2 over at the Criminal Investigation Department got transferred to another precinct. What? He said they left the precinct now? Whoa. He's going to keep on his toes. He's going to be kept on his toes. The crime rate there is way higher than ours. Yeah, but they also closed lots of cases. They really know how to get the job done. That's true. We started at the same time, and we might get promoted to Janet's headquarters soon. I'll be stuck here. But hey, didn't you guys solve a big case last month? that was an inter-district arrest. The case belonged to the 8th precinct, and we didn't even get to interrogate the suspect before they were taken away, so it ended up having nothing to do with us. With that being on the case, with saving from worrying about this year's performance evaluation, right now I can't even come up with a decent self-assessment report. Yeah, it's tough. Last year, someone in the 11th precinct wrote a 10,000-word report, and now the higher ups are more strict about word count for self-assessment reports. Who would write that many words on a... Oh lord, they do too much. By the way, Jean, your girlfriend works in the General Affairs Department of the 11th precinct, right? Haven't seen you two together lately. Oh, she's really been busy. The General Affairs Department often has to handle various tasks for the Criminal Investigation Department, and there's a lot going on in the 11th precinct. Plus, the officers in the Criminal Investigation Department are under a lot of pressure, so they sometimes take it out on the General Affairs Department. Yeah, that reminds me. When we helped out at headquarters, we were often treated like errand boys. Don't say. Looks like a nice supervisor. Well, life with focused security always comes with its fair share of trouble every day. Is this stuff really useful? Do you really need to keep track of such random discussions? Absolutely. Anyone who's suspected life out in the streets knows that if you want to understand someone, you need to know how they truly live and think. These security officers might just be chatting, but they actually reveal quite a bit of useful information. For example, these guys from General Affairs may see us as their superiors, and see us as their superiors from the Criminal Investigation Department. If that's the case, then we do end up talking to them during the operation. We don't have to be nervous. I guess that does make sense. Looks like my studying is paying off, right? So you weren't gonna look at the manual at all, like we pretty much yes. I've gathered enough useful information for the operation later. I'll go get ready. Let's meet at the entrance to the hollow. Nakamata finishes speaking and leaves. Alright then. Get the HCD. Into the hollow and help Nakamata set up the base. On patrol.
Did you call me?
I'm at your...
Touch me fighting? Take me.
Bring in Caesar for defense.
I'm here, so we're good.
Yep, that works.
Ollie? I'm with the proxy at the coordinates you sent.
That's great! So, once I meet with the officers from the 11th precinct, you just need to follow us in parallel from a distance. If anything happens, I'll request your immediate support through comms.
Just when the time comes, be quick about it instead of exercising your lung capacity.
I'll try my best to hold it in. After all, the other officers of the 11th precinct will be with me.
I hear footsteps. Sounds like the other officers have arrived on your end. Good. Let's stay in touch.
Hey, but I haven't seen anyone else here yet.
Master, 2 young humans have been detected near you.
Huh? Hey, Holly. There are 2 people approaching me over here. What's going on?
That's impossible. I know I sent the correct meetup coordinates to the 11th precinct. I'll pull up the chat history.
Oh dear, what did you do?
Oh no! I did send the wrong one! I sent your coordinates instead! What are we gonna do?
How did you send the wrong coordinates, Ollie? Make that make sense to me.
I was just about to ask you that.
Get out of there before they see you. They won't be able to keep up with you.
I haven't done anything wrong. Why should I have to run? Besides, what happens to the operation if I leave? The operation. I'll just go back and confess to my boss about my ethereal phobia. It's fine. At the very worst, they'll just take command of the operation from me.
I fail to see how that's going to be helpful in this situation.
In any case, I'll take full responsibility. I would never create difficulties for you.
If that Ollie would have to just say something like that. Loyalty is nice and all, but not screwing up before we even start is better.
Ollie, it's great to hear that you're loyal. But I'd rather you don't screw everything up before we even start.
Quit complaining, Wise. If we don't make a plan soon, we're gonna be out of time.
Don't worry, Proxy. I'll handle this. Looks like I'll have to show off my skills from my old profession. Consider this a free lesson, Ollie. Watch and learn.
The rendezvous point should be close by.
Is that a girl over there? Did we get something wrong?
Hey, are you two from the next precinct over? You're in the right place. Codename Operation Watch and Wait. I'm Ollie from Team 4 Criminal Investigations at the 12th Precinct, and I'm in charge of today's operation.
We're really doing this. Oh boy.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Delaney from General Affairs at the 11th Precinct, and this is Huggins. We humbly apologize if we caused any offense just now. We'll cooperate in full and carry out all orders to finish the mission.
You don't have to be so formal. We've never met, and it's an undercover sting. So it's completely normal to be guarded about anyone nearby the meeting point. And without 11th Precinct support, we could never carry out this operation. So I should be thanking you.
I didn't think you'd be so young, Officer Ollie, or so easygoing. When I heard the name
actually
Ollie,
working.
I imagined an old guy in a stained tan suit with heavy bags under his eyes.
Wow. How accurate.
Oh, they're talking about me.
It would have been even more funny if they brought up the glasses.
This guy has a very specific imagination.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Huggins is just like that. And what were you just saying about being specific?
Oh, what I mean is, everyone's here now, so let's hurry up and be specific in our mission.
Roger. We've already marked out several alternative coordinates, so please come with us.
Oh, we fooled them. We actually fooled them!
Don't relax just yet, Ollie. That was just the beginning. They're gonna have more questions along the way.
Unfortunately.
The real test is only just getting started. Anyway, find somewhere safe nearby to hide and keep an eye on things. If I need info from you, be ready to tell me quickly. Understand?
Right. Understood.
Officer, we've already marked 3 deployment points. This is the first location. This is the second. And this is the final one.
Okay.
Very well. We'll go investigate as per usual. Hollows are unpredictable. Stay close to me.
Oh, boy.
Watch your step. Avoid the ethereals.
We've reached the deployment point. Setting up the bait now.
Wait. I hear something strange.
How come there are so many ethereals here?
Oh boy. That's a problem. Set up his mind
Gotcha now!
Check this out!
Victory is in sight!
I'm here.
I'm up! Woo! I never expected a bunch of ethereals to jump out of nowhere like that. But they're dealt with.
You sure took them all out quickly, Ollie. I barely had a chance to react.
Yeah, no wonder your average combat scores at the 12th precinct were higher than ours last month. Turns out it's all because of you.
Come on, you're all exaggerating. We're only up on you by 0.2 points. And combat scores are really only for internal use anyway. They're worth nada in the real world. Your precinct's high rate of closing cases? Now that's the real achievement.
Yeah? Didn't I hear you all cracked a whopper of a case a little while back, though?
You're probably thinking of those inter-district raids carried out by the 14th precinct, right? We can't take any credit for that.
Ah, I see. That's a real shame.
Does Nekomata actually know what she's saying, or is she just guessing?
Right? If we don't catch these gangsters and their ether loot, then I don't know what I'm gonna write in my annual report this year.
Wow, even an elite officer like yourself has to worry about writing reports. I feel like you're one of us now.
It's much harder being a desk jockey than catching criminals in the hollows. But the word limit for reports this year has been reduced, thanks to all the spam your precinct put out last time.
That was actually Huggins over here. In his report, he wrote out 20 times. Being a public security officer is the greatest job in the whole world. Becoming a better officer is my core meaning in life.
Wow.
Delini, you swore you'd never tell anyone about that. Anyway, it's better than what you wrote. If you can't afford to raise my salary, I hope you raise my pension by 20%.
But that's what I really thought.
You two are sure interesting.
Yeah, not gonna lie. Yeah.
I never expected Miss Nekomata to know so much about our inter-precinct gossip. It's like I didn't even need to come along at all.
That's valid.
Isn't that a good thing? Why you getting all self-pitying?
Huh? Officer Ollie, what's that about pity?
Nothing.
I meant, there's nowhere good to place those ether resources here. And that's a real pity.
Ah, you're right. Let's push on and check out our next option then. We probably shouldn't deploy here. It's too dangerous.
Next, let's go over there.
Maybe it's just full on. Right, let's see the next one. Ah, crap.
The space here seems pretty unstable.
Okay.
We've reached the deployment point. Setting up the bait now.
Huh?
Oh boy. Well, that happened.
Master, a hollow shift has just occurred. You are now in an area affected by spatial distortion.
Goody.
Great. A hollow shift wasn't part of our plan.
Master, we found an old projector. I can play its memory data for you.
Don't panic, that's normal. I've dealt with it.
Down, right, up, down. According to my analysis, this video likely relates to the case of the Hollow's exit. Down, right, up, down. Let's see. Down, right. Down here. Right.
I have discovered a note. I suggest picking it up and taking a look. The note reads, "Red is a liar."
Oh, so it says down, we go up. Bingo.
It's the exit!
I read that note first.
Lucky you! You're next!
Time to shine!
God, sis. Sorry.
Out of the way!
Oh,
Over here!
There it is.
It's a fast!
what? Alright, moving on. Let's get out of here.
I thought one of the first two locations would surely be suitable. Lucky we didn't spend too much time on them.
It's so nice to have such an elite on the team. Officer Ollie, you've achieved incredible success at such a young age. Could you tell us which school you graduated from?
Oh, crap.
Which school?
Oh, right. This is me. Argyle's campus.
Yeah, it was Argyle's campus.
Hey, isn't that the school where tuition is free?
Huggins, watch your mouth! Sorry, Officer Ollie. Huggins didn't mean anything bad about your old school. It's just, you're so skilled, we thought you must be from an elite academy.
So which year did you graduate?
Oh, that's me again. Class of 45.
Class of 45.
Huh? 45? Wasn't that years ago? The graduates from that class must be nearly 40 now, right?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
but ma'am, you don't even look 30, let alone 40.
Blame it on the good genes. That's all I can really say here. We didn't think that part through, did we?
Wise, don't just sit there and Quick, come up with an excuse or we'll be found out.
What do you want me to say, Belle?
Hang on. Officer Ollie, could it be that your real identity is, in fact,
My real identity?
a child prodigy who skipped grades to get into the academy super early for her age?
Yes, that is exactly it. Absolutely nothing else. Nothing at all.
Huh?
Exactly that.
You got me. I can't hide anything from you. I was actually an orphan who was taken in. My foster mom was always so kind to me, but she made some bad investments. So our finances were never good.
Ah, I see. So you're the oldest in a family with lots of foster siblings. You lived in a tiny house at the mercy of the elements, your whole family squeezed into but a single bed.
I like how this guy's just giving the story for us.
As the oldest kid, you'd secretly eat moldy crusts while carving off the good bits of bread to share with a smile for your younger siblings.
Okay, going a bit too deep there, man.
Wow, sounds like an old soap opera.
Right.
That's why. To keep costs down at home, you chose to enroll at the Argyle's campus, which has lower age limits and free tuition.
This guy watches quite a lot of dramas, doesn't he?
Actually, you pretty much nailed it.
But lots of company-affiliated schools have free enrollment too.
Why'd you decide to become a public security officer?
Well, before I went into foster care, I wasn't a good kid. This one time, I overestimated my abilities against a really bad person, and nearly ended up losing my life for nothing. But even with all that, someone still stood up for me, protected me, and accepted me. It might have been unintentional, but for me it was like coming home to a dream home. So if I could, I also wanted to protect something with my own hands, to pay it forward.
I understand. You chose to become a public security officer to protect others. No wonder you're in charge of this operation at such a young age. Your morals are beyond reproach. I only became an officer to show off to the ladies. I'm just a piece of dirt compared to you.
After hearing about your past, I realize I really don't have any dreams of my own. I only took this job for its pension perks.
Wow, these guys are really easily swayed.
Don't be like that. I think it's good to have dreams based in reality. Besides, our reasoning for joining the Force might be different. But aren't we all fighting to protect this city, day in, day out?
Wow, Officer Ollie, you're so kind. As a fellow public security officer, I'm filled with pride.
I feel like all this praise that Ollie's getting is gonna blow up in his face and they find out who Ollie really is.
I'll have to redouble my efforts to be deserving of such words.
Sorry, ma'am. Huggins gets emotional easily. Don't mind him. Let's push on and check out the next location.
I feel like the emotional easily part is a bit of an understatement.
This area is prone to spatial displacement. Not a good spot.
Right.
Let's head to another deployment point.
Master, I haven't detected any anomalies here. This location is suitable to place bait.
Alright then. Let's start setting it up. You and the two officers work diligently moving supplies and setting up the bait as you think to yourself. If only Ollie could help with the physical labor like this. Well done. You can finally call it a day.
Reporting in, Officer Ollie. Our ether resource trap has been set.
Great work. So it's done. I didn't think talking with those two would be so tiring.
Really? You obviously had no issues with it, Miss Nekomata. And what's more, the thing you said just now about using your hands to protect something, it was just like the real thing. If I didn't know you were just pretending to be me, I might have been moved to tears just like Huggins.
Wanna know why your acting skills were so bad before, Ollie?
Why?
It's because the key to a good disguise is to never completely make everything a lie. You need real experience, or else they'll see through you. Your words will lack conviction. You have to understand the character you're playing. Adding a hint of real-life experience works best, balancing truth and fiction.
So that's it. No wonder your story was so touching. It's because it's a true story.
Hey, don't just assume other people's experiences. I said add a hint. Anyway, if you hadn't messed up giving up the info, I wouldn't have had to go through all the trouble.
I'm so sorry, truly. Hang on. I think I hear something nearby.
Oh no.
Huh? Oh wait, did you copy? What's going on?
Warning. Large numbers of ethereals are converging near the client's location.
Yeah, crap.
Hypothesis. This area experiences spatial anomalies that teleport in ethereals from other locations.
Well, it's a good thing we had the investigators over on this side instead. We should probably go help Ollie right now.
What? Now of all times? I'll come up with something. As long as he can hold them off for a few minutes.
This is Ollie we're talking about here. We'll be lucky if we can hold him off for a few seconds.
What do you mean by come up with something? Officer Ollie, you've seemed a little absent-minded right from the get-go.
That's... You're right. I've actually had something on my mind. The key to this whole watch and wait operation revolves around whether or not these gangsters actually take the ether bait we've laid out for them. That's why I think before we withdraw, we should check nearby for signs of anyone suspicious, to guarantee that nobody notices anything about today's operation. Gangsters can be tricky after all.
I see. Drawing on such rich experience, no wonder you're leading the operation.
It's just, you've helped me out so much today running around these hollows. And now, I'm asking you to go the extra mile. It feels bad.
No, really, it's nothing. Guaranteeing safe operations is what public security officers do.
It sure is. I have the greatest respect for you, Officer Ollie, so just give us the order.
Alright, here's what we'll do. We're gonna split into 2 groups and search for signs of anything suspicious nearby. If we find anything, radio the other team.
Yes, ma'am.
The Command Swift responds to earnest approval of the other 2 security officers. However, to ensure everyone's safety, it might be wise to provide them to distant Take the light side together. You have a good point. It would be safer to stick together. Let's do that.
So we'll go that way.
I'm with you.
Roxy, we have to go rescue Ollie.
Yeah, I'm coming for us.
These are definitely Ollie's footprints.
Let's enter the critical stage of the commission. Please note that once you start, you can no longer explore freely. Oh, wait, not yet, though. Yep. And I got all the colors, so basically.
There's so many ethereals teleporting here. This doesn't look great. I hope you can hang in there. Do you really think some wimpy ethereals can stop me? My whiskers are tingling. Ollie must be close. These ethereals are never ending. Ollie's up ahead.
Hang on there, Ollie.
Ollie! Hey, Ollie! You can stop shaking now. Everything's fine.
Ah, Miss Nakamata! Proxy! You made it! Oh no. If you're here, does that mean the entire operation has failed all because of me?
No, you're fine.
It hasn't failed. I managed to think up a way to send those 2 off. I'm completely exhausted. You know, you better take responsibility for turning a simple operation into such a mess. If you can't crack the case and get our commission fee, I'll never let you off the hook. You got that? Ollie? Ollie, answer me!
Still in a state of shock. I feel like Ollie's a little bummed out. Am I imagining things?
Looks like Ollie's still in a state of shock.
No. I'm feeling okay now. I just can't stop thinking about something. Has teaming up with you all, or rather my idea of receiving a commendation, been unrealistic from the start?
Honestly, it's hard to say from my perspective.
Watching how you handled things over the course of the operation today left me thinking. You can easily deal with anything that gets thrown at you, but I've only caused you trouble. I got the meeting place wrong, I can't even protect myself from ethereals, and I can't even provide you with the right intel when you need it.
Hey, Ollie! That's enough grumbling for now, okay? Nobody can easily handle every single thing that gets thrown at them. Didn't I tell you before? I almost ended up losing my life for nothing thanks to one bad guy. I wasn't lying about that. So there's actually lots of things I can't do, There are traces of ethereals all around you, Ollie. You must have wiped them out in a panic, right?
Really? I didn't even notice.
Ollie, you were the one who came up with using internet against these gangsters. You were the one leading this operation, and you were the one who took down these ethereals just now. Who kept yourself alive until we got here. Don't you get it? You're nowhere near as bad as you think.
You just lack the confidence. That's all.
Stop being so hard on yourself. And turn your personal experience and your personality into your very own secret weapon. Huh? It's a message from those other officers. Yes, this is Ollie. What's going on?
Ma'am, your intuition and foresight are truly remarkable.
Oh Lord, what did they find?
Huh?
Ma'am, not long after we split up, we spotted this sneaky figure around the setup point, so we apprehended him immediately. This kid was dressed up like a gangster. He might have something to do with the gang we're looking for.
Where are you right now? We'll head to you immediately, and we can go to the 12th precinct together.
What? Go into the precinct together?
Oh, that's a problem.
Delaney? Huggins? Wait a sec. I'm really far away from you right now. Why don't you take him back to the 11th precinct?
That, it wouldn't be proper.
It's totally fine. You two apprehended the suspect, so the credit's all yours. You should take him back to the 11th precinct for interrogation. Go on now, quickly! I've just taken on another assignment. I'll be watching closely as to how your interrogation goes.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Great work.
That's weird. I only mentioned it offhand. I never thought they'd actually catch a criminal. If you go back with them to their precinct, Ollie, it'll blow our cover. So we have to give them the credit for this arrest.
Unfortunately.
But I'm a little anxious about the outcome of the interrogation. So dust yourself off and hurry back to your precinct. Contact me the moment you hear anything.
Okay, you got it.
That was a mess. But the fact they actually found someone in there. Ollie hurries out of the hollow and back to the 12th precinct.
Proxy, Ollie's already headed off. Let's call it a day as well. I'm so tired. Forgive me for not taking EOS back.
Never expected you to be so patient with Ollie.
I never expected you to be so patient with Ollie.
Hey, come on. What are you saying? Even my ears are blushing. I mean, we've put in a lot of work today. If we leave them now, we'd be throwing away our investment. How can I put this? Whenever I used to see a public security officer, I would just avoid them. But after working with these two, I realized they're just a bunch of average Joes.
Pretty much, yeah.
You've also been running around all day, Proxy. Thanks. I bet we'll be getting a message from Ollie sometime soon. Let's get some rest for now. I'll contact you if I hear anything.
Yeah, despite the twists and turns, the operation went smoothly. I thought we were done for. Save thanks to Nekomaru's quick reaction. That's true. Yeah, really. Who would have thought Ollie would make such a terrible mistake? Still, how do you put in the wrong coordinates? I think Nekomaru was smart, but I guess I underestimated her. I just got Nekomaru to join the cunning hairs instead of becoming our opponent. True. By the way, Wise, what do you think about that guy who got caught by the security officers from the 11th precinct? It was quite a surprise. Yeah, I also find the timing of that guy showing up a bit too convenient. Maybe we can trace that guy back to the gang public security officer is after. Anyway, let's wait for an update after Ollie's interrogation. Alright, let's set the 2 down. Now for the last one. Just got a message from Nekomaru and she wants to meet up at the parking lot. She sounds kind of serious in the text. What happened? Proxy, if a public security officer found out who you are, how long do you think you could withstand being interrogated before confessing? I'm a proxy, not a pyromaniac. I'm just saying, but maybe I'm being too cautious. Ollie's interrogation has concluded. Isn't that a good thing? As things stand, we seem to be getting the answers we need, but my intuition tells me something is wrong. Very few gangsters who roam the streets are willing to reveal things so readily. Oh, what if it was set up? I'm not sure if it's because public security is more experienced in interrogation techniques, but never mind. Something just feels off. That's why I want to talk to you in person. Let's talk inside your store. After returning to the store with Nekomata, everyone listens to hear her recount her meeting with Ollie.
Miss Nekomata, 11th Precinct has sent over the results of their interrogation. That sneaky dude they found lurking around the hollows is actually from the gang we're going after. He's already flipped. He told us how they sent him out to snoop around because they'd heard about and were interested in our bait.
Oh, and under what circumstances did he give up this information?
Huh? Why do you ask? Is that important?
Of course! If he keeps silent, then there's definitely a connection. But if he gets suddenly angry, then perhaps you misread the situation. Or perhaps you're completely right. If he keeps saying, I can't say, it means there are conditions you have to meet before he'll talk.
So the fact he just gave that information so readily means something's wrong.
A gang member capable of hollow exploration like this is certainly no amateur. If he won't spill everything out of desperation, you should be very skeptical about anything he says.
You're so knowledgeable! But the interrogation was carried out by the 11th Precinct, so we only have access to the written report. There's no way of knowing the specifics of the interrogation. And there's something else that's troublesome. If this guy doesn't report back to his gang, it might expose our trap. So, to avoid that possibility, the Precinct decided to immediately use him in a sting to catch the rest of his gang. They asked him to leak info to his gang, saying that the ether resources are legit, and the gangs decided to make a move on it.
Meow. Something about this operation still seems fishy to me. I'll just have to bite my tail and go with the flow for now.
Back to the present in the video store.
That's everything that happened. According to that gang member, the gang tends to use a pretty large group for the robbery. There's a small team of 3 to 4 individuals assigned to handle the transportation and disposal of the stolen goods once the job is done. Ollie's mission this time is to lead a small team along with a defected gang member and capture those involved in fencing the stolen goods. They'll head to the Hollow in a little while to carry out the mission.
Is all y'all good with this?
Ollie's leading a team into the Hollow? Is he going to be okay if he runs into ethereals?
He says he's been training in a simulator ever since we got out last time. And this time he's got a team with him, so it should be okay. I've already talked to him. This time we're gonna follow him at a distance and play things by ear. If he needs our help with anything, he'll find a way to message us in secret.
And you're sure he got the coordinates right this time? Alright, cop at the cat.
I'll help you win.
I wanna see.
Touch me. We fighting? Take me. Ready?
I'm here, so we're good. Time for another win.
That I love Lighter's voice.
Reporting in, Officer Ollie. Our team and the main force at the resource point are all in position. Operation Watch and Wait is ready to go. Over.
Roger that.
All
right, Alberto. You're our informant, so it's time for you to take the stage. Yeah, give your boss a call.
Yes, sir. Hello? Yeah, boss, it's me.
Alberto, glad you still remember who's boss. My patience was seconds away from wearing thin after not hearing from you in so long.
Sorry, boss. I had a problem with my carrot, and only just got it fixed. But it's all sorted now.
You better not mess this up. I've got the location that you sent over. Is it the right place?
Don't worry, I got the scoop when I was out gathering intel last time.
All right, we're gonna get the goods now. You go meet up with the vehicles. Out.
I did everything you said, sir.
Okay. Next, you'll take us to the ones responsible for selling the stolen goods.
Meanwhile, not far away.
Proxy, Ollie's group is about to get moving. We should get going too.
Master, please remotely assist Ollie in reaching his destination. I have updated your system with Ollie's.
Their path out
Please
is
make
blocked
sure
by
that
an
the path
iron
you
gate.
take with Ollie detected an electrical switch that controls the door. I've marked the location of the switch in your system.
See it, the ferry.
It's open! Your virtual assistant is useful after all.
Was there any doubt? Actually, we won't talk so much.
Ethereals! We can close the door with that button over there so Ollie will know he should switch paths.
Miss Nikomata, your help from afar is invaluable.
No worries, just keep going. Leave the rest to me.
Right. Steer us out the way and catch up to them.
I'm here.
Like that.
I'm hearing interference on the comms device. Don't stray too far away. How far from the stolen goods are we?
There is a shortcut, but I'm not sure if we can take it. Seems like we're good to go.
Looks like someone's sneaking up behind Ollie and company.
27. Wait, so not the bandits be where their bait was set? Why are they still here? You and Nekomata have a bad feeling about this. We need to defeat them first and then interrogate them for answers. Let's get them. Yeah, I knew this was set up. Something's definitely wrong.
Move it right now! Left yourself wide open!
What?
Weird. Why are there bandits here?
He's getting a lot more suspicious. Like that. Heading inside.
What happened? Where did they
Oh,
Gang
shit.
set us up. We fell into their trap.
I knew it was set up.
What? What's going on? I thought there were only supposed to be a few of them covering the sale. What are all these guys doing here? This isn't good. We're outgunned.
Everyone, just calm down and get ready to make a break for it!
Oh, Lord.
Don't you think it's a little late for that?
Boss, we rounded up the officers, except for the one leading them.
So, this is what you had planned all along?
Of course it's a trap. Never thought the hunter would become the hunted, did you?
You, don't tell me you...
We're a gang making a living stealing ether resources. We always know where the grass is greener. Killer job like that pops up on internet? You better believe we're gonna look into it. If you ask me, your mistake was being way too eager to get what you want. And trusting the word of a gangster.
We've read it. Last one is kind of on him.
Anyway, we'd be rude not to accept such a fine gift from public security. Right?
What are you gonna do?
Already shaking with fear. Now, how did a coward like you end up making captain?
All right, Captain. It's time for you to take the stage. Call up your main force and come up with a reason for them to withdraw from the resource site.
What? No way! I won't!
No. Do you still not understand the gravity of the situation? Help us get this batch of ether resources, and I'll let you live. Isn't that a good deal?
I mean, it is, but I feel like it's gonna start growing some balls now.
Or would you rather wait here with these officers, waiting to be fed to the ethereals?
Ethereals! No, don't! You can't beat me to an ethereal!
Hey, boss! I think ethereals really freaked this guy out. Captain, call up your guys right now. The boss's patience is running out.
No, I can't do that.
Huh?
I don't want to be eaten by an ethereal, but I don't want to lose my job either. If I help you contact the main force, I'll be fired, and my life will be completely ruined!
Let's just say he has his priorities straight.
So what you're saying is, it's better to just end everything here and now.
No, that's not what I meant either! What I'm saying is, I know another way to get the etheric resources without having to involve the other officers.
Huh. Is that a fact? Sure you're not just, making stuff up?
Of course not. Please trust me. I'm an orphan and was adopted as a kid. I brought up a whole load of siblings, all unrelated to me, and I suffered so much over the years.
I see.
I thought becoming a public security officer would mean having a decent job. But after all these years in the department, I've mostly just been sitting on the sidelines. I'm not that young anymore. And this operation might be the last chance I ever get. But seeing as it's doomed anyway, I should really think about myself first and foremost. As long as the department doesn't know I'm responsible, the blame won't fall on me, even if the ether resources are lost.
How surprising. The kid really does have some will to live. All right then, lead the way.
On the other side.
Damn it! I knew something smelled fishy! It was all a setup! The gangsters tricked Ollie!
Well, it's already happened. So all we can do now is adapt and respond. But what do you two think about what Ollie just said?
One must have a reason for what he's doing. I think he's trying to beat them to trap against us.
I think Ollie must have something planned.
Yeah, I think so too. Remember? Back when we first met Ollie, he was terrified. But he still didn't reveal he was actually a public security officer.
Yeah, like she said, he may be unreliable, but he's got more backbone than I thought. And did his speech to the gangster boss sound familiar to you too?
Yeah, it's the same story Nakamata brought up with the Foster family.
He's a bright guy. He's definitely planning something. Let's follow him and see what he's up to.
Come with me. Over there.
So well behaved. Keep an eye on the area for me.
Where's Ollie taking the gang members? Roxy, let's catch up!
Take out this guy.
Ready!
Let's off!
Over here!
Yeah, dirty tricks!
I'm over here!
Halt! Not one step further!
You can't escape! Time to sharpen my claws!
What?
Is Ollie trying to tell us to use the switch?
Gotcha.
Okay, we're here. We've arrived at our destination.
Hey, what is this place? This seems pretty far from where you stash your etheric resources.
Indeed it is.
Please, just hear me out for a moment. When I was out here earlier, laying out the resources, I discovered this weird spatial displacement phenomenon nearby, happening intermittently.
Are you saying all we have to do is just wait here, and a spatial displacement will bring etheric resources to us from who knows where?
Yes, just a little bit longer, and the miracle is going to happen!
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you getting all sweaty?
Gonna be a miracle.
What's that sound?
Oh, just a displacement. But it's not bringing ether resources.
Boss, this isn't good. Ethereals! There's so many. Where'd they all come from?
I can't take it anymore! Ethereals!
He was on that end for a while. On the other side,
So Ollie took those gangsters to where he got attacked last time!
Looks like he wants the ethereals to weaken the gangsters, to create an opportunity for us.
We shouldn't let his efforts go to waste. Come on, let's get after him. And the gang members won't let him go. Let's hurry up.
We finally wiped out all the ethereals, boss.
And you guys sound nice and tired. Perfect to take down.
Where'd that sneaky little cop get to, Alberto? How dare he try this kind of stunt on me? I'm gonna skin him alive.
He's over here. We've got him. Come here.
I took you for a jittery coward before. I didn't think you had the guts. You led us to that horde of ethereals hoping they'd take us out. Bet you never thought a bunch of gangsters like us could take them all out, huh?
No. I actually thought of that, but I knew this would be enough.
What do you mean? Make some sense.
Oh, the ethereals weren't supposed to beat you. They're just to stall you.
What he means is, now I can take you out all by myself! Huh? You guys wanna try me too? Don't blame me if you get hurt.
Not even close!
I pledge my honor!
He's heading that way! Run him down!
In the way.
That all you got? Let's get him! Not so fast! Watch your back! Finally stopped? I'll try my claws! Check this out!
Come on, face me head on! I won't budge! Even one step!
There it is.
I'm a lucky you! You're next!
How much longer are you gonna bug me?
That's why you all surrendered, of course.
Dream on!
Incoming!
She's just one girl. Take her out.
Watch out! Get him!
So what's that about existing one girl?
Get her! She's just some lousy cat.
Would you care to say that one more time?
Never underestimate the pawns.
You stupid cat!
Told you I could take all you out just by myself.
Never underestimate an alley cat.
Miss Nekomata, Proxy, you really came.
Well, of course you did. Look a little sicky there.
Ollie, you're looking kind of shaky. Did you get hurt?
Don't worry, our uniforms are pretty tough. It's just, I saw so many ethereals all at once. They got me a bit flustered.
Yeah, that's probably do it for you.
Those gangsters almost tore you to pieces, but you're still fixated on the ethereals? But you really are something.
Right?
Anyway, you did a pretty good job just now, Ollie.
Well, thanks for your quick thinking.
That's right. If you hadn't thought so quickly to use the ethereals to weaken them, Nekomata might not have been enough to take them out.
Well, now that I think about it, that really was kind of unbelievable, wasn't it? My mind just about went blank once I realized we'd been double-crossed. And I don't know why, but I suddenly thought of what Miss Nekomata said before. Turn your personal experience and your personality into your very own secret weapon.
So, you figured out the way I do things, and trick those gangsters the same way I would have? Great work!
Not using their brain.
And thanks to your quick thinking, your lies went a whole lot more smoothly this time.
It's because what I said wasn't all lies.
Yeah?
Well, didn't you tell me that it's best to mix in some of your own personal experience if you want to get someone to believe your lies? Well, I really am an orphan.
Oh.
I was the oldest kid at the orphanage, and I really did have to more or less raise a whole load of siblings, all unrelated to me. The reason I chose Argyle's was because of the free tuition, due to family finances.
If your finances were so bad, why didn't you go to a company-affiliated school? I have heard lots of company-run schools offer scholarships. And with your ether aptitude, you probably would have gotten some more lucrative job offers once you graduated.
Yeah, so why choose public security?
Some orphans who get out into the real world feel shackled by self-doubt or the distressing memories of their early years, and they happen to find themselves on a path irreversibly in pursuit of money and survival. Of course, I don't mean to say anything bad about people like that. After all, it is what it is. But as an older brother, I never want to see my younger siblings like that. I wanted to become a public security officer so I could stand with my head held high and tell them we can all become amazing people. But I'm no role model. I've done nothing really after all these years. I mean, I've never even been awarded so much as a simple commendation before.
Well, that's today. You certainly are getting one.
No wonder you were so intent on getting some recognition before. It was all because of this, but I think your wish just might have come true.
Huh?
Good role models aren't defined by the accommodations they're awarded, but by the actions they take. You showed ingenuity and bravery during the mission. You not only saved public security from losing those ether resources, but you also arrested all those criminals. Are those not the actions of a good role model?
Really? I did all that?
Yeah, like, you really outsmarted those bandits earlier. If it wasn't for that, you probably would have had a harder time taking them down.
Sure did. So keep your head up high. Your brothers and sisters, they're all gonna be proud of you too. Anyway, everything's settled for now. So, we'll leave the rest of it to you public security officers to handle.
So concludes a successful partnership.
A happy and successful end to our cooperation.
I don't know if I'll get a bonus this time, but I'll pay both your fees as soon as I get back to the precinct.
I'm sure you'll get your bonus. But as for my cut, I don't want it.
What?
Huh? Miss Nekomata, what are you talking about?
I said you don't have to pay me. Just pay the proxy. Take your bonus and buy those kids something nice. Kids who grew up with nothing cherish whatever gifts they're given. It's just what I found in my personal experience.
Well, let's get the remainder done.
In that case, let's split the remainder. But Ollie, we have a condition. Remember what you said today, and keep being a good role model for those kids.
Yeah, and if I ever catch even a sniff that you've gone crooked, then you can bet I'll be the first one after you.
So stay on the straight and narrow there, Ollie. Got it?
Thanks so much. I promise. I'll definitely keep up my end of the deal too.
Just like that, the person finally closed on a successful operation. Yeah, I gotta give props to Ollie. He really did turn out better. A week later.
Proxy! It's me!
Come to work off some of your debt?
Welcome. Come to work off some of the cunning hair's debt?
No way. I just came by today to bring you some fresh fish.
Wow, the fresh smell of a new scheme.
Don't be so suspicious, you two. They're from Ollie.
Oh, that makes it better then.
Ollie sent this? Isn't he a public security officer? Where'd he get so much fish?
After he was told he'd be getting his bonus, he said he went back to the orphanage last weekend. He went ahead and told them all the presents were for me, so all the kids went out fishing with him to say thanks.
Aw.
Wow, isn't that fantastic? Fish is your favorite.
Well, yeah, but don't stereotype us thyroids. Sometimes we want a little variety. Something nicer. Like steak or crab legs. Anyway, I've got way too much now, so I want to share some with you. Take half of it. I insist.
Just then the door of the video store opens.
Amber, what are you doing here?
I'm just returning a tape. Ah, proxies. That's a lot of fish.
Yep. One of Nekomata's friends gave them to her.
One of Nekomata's friends gave them to her.
Hey, Amby, what do you mean by, exactly?
Nothing. It's just a little surprising you have friends who give you gifts. Not like the rest of us cunning hares.
Well, of course I do, because I'm actually super popular. Definitely. Enough to call me a role model for the cunning hares.
Yeah, the very role model of a cunning hare.
It's really hard to tell what that tone of hers. It's always so monotone.
Huh? You just agree. Just like that?
So?
It's nothing. Ugh. Why do I feel like all this was a waste of time?
I'm going back to the cunning hares now, Nekomata. You coming? Want me to carry some fish?
Okay. We'll be going then, Phaethon. See ya!
Well, all things considered, the commission ended pretty well. How about fish for dinner tonight, Wise?
Nekomata finishes speaking and leaves. Why did Nekomata just say what she did was a waste of time? So that's her original goal, right? Oh, I remember now. When Nekomata first got in touch to work with us, it was to get that poker face to admit Nekomata really is a role model to cunning hares. But if Nekomata had not invested so much time in this case, he wouldn't have made friends with Ollie and gotten fish from a friend, and wouldn't have had the chance to brag to Ambi about how popular she is. Yeah, so I don't think what Nekomata did was a waste of time at all. We also got fish for free. Yes, that's what we need to focus on, getting fish for free. Yeah, right. What are you going to do with the fish, though? I don't think we can eat them all in one meal. I will try and get a few different dishes. That could work. Well, I got Nekomata's Ethan story done. And of course I got an achievement out of it. Keys have no bad intentions. Well, this one didn't at least. Alright, this takes care of Nekomata's story. That's what's up, so. Now to get on to the Iron Witch, which is obviously Grace's story. We need electricity, ice, and ether. Ugh. Let's end my ice team. One day, Barry suddenly reports an email from Grace, the head technician of Bog Industries. The email is about an important mission that requires Phaethon's help. From the tone of Grace's message, it sounds quite urgent. Later, at the entrance of Grant Street construction site. Hello there. This area is currently under construction. Only staff members can enter. I'm here for Grace. Looking for Grace? I don't think you can hold there a guest coming, right? Just a moment. Let me contact her. Tom Bear worker turns to face the construction site and takes a deep breath. Then, Grace! Are you expecting any guests? A moment, a familiar figure quickly approaches the gate. Open the door. Oh, I remember who this person looks like. This is an important partner of Bellabog. If you ever want to see him in the future, you can just let him in. Hey, you're finally here. I'm sorry, I need to take this call. I'll be waiting for you in the high rack. Grace leaves the entrance in a hurry. The guard, Bear, opened the door respectfully and gestured to welcome her. Thank you. That's why that girl's like, Hatsume Make, but turned up to 11. literally treats all of our invention, all the technology and construction equipment here as our children. I'm not talking about just the bang boo. There are changes to the plan. How about a collaboration plan? He seems to be on the phone. I'll wait. Oh, sorry for waiting. I'll be done soon. Your partner? What do you mean? Got it. So we all have to bid for it, right? Sir, let's keep in touch. Sorry for the wait. It's okay.
Hey! It's been quite a while. Last time we met was when you helped us with our runaway heavy machinery, right?
Yep. It's been ages.
Indeed. We've managed to handle a few more commissions since then.
I think that was like the second chapter of the game, too. That's when we first met Belobog Industries.
How have you been these days? Isn't it tough working all those commissions?
Yeah, you're lucky one
You
day.
have to take good care of yourself. No overtime, you hear me?
When did you become so considerate?
When did you start caring about humans so much?
Oh, actually, every time I see you, I find it incredibly soothing.
Oh, why's that?
This might seem a bit out of the blue, but can I please have a hug?
Wow, that is out the blue. Oh, hang on. Let me get in the right frame of mind for that.
What? Technically, proxies shouldn't get too close to their clients.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Well, I know the hug would have been as warm and gentle as you'd imagine it. Instead, you get to hear your sibling's familiar voice.
Yeah, you can put your arms back down, bro. She's hugging Eos.
This round little body, these dangly ears. Its hardware's been modified, right? It's mechanical inside, but so soft and fluffy at the same time. It's a crime to be so cute. I love it so much.
Of course, he was talking to Eos.
Ah, so she was talking to Eos the whole time then. No wonder she asked us to bring it.
That girl is a technology fanatic.
Still more passionate about machines than people.
Huh? Oh, the other proxy is here too.
Hello there. You don't have to say hi, but could you at least avoid drooling on Eos's head panel?
Right, we don't know how tough that is to clean. Everyone's here then. Let's get down to business.
Everyone's here then. Let's get down to business.
Sorry about that. I let my work habits take over. As for the commission, hey, don't you run away, little one!
Since he gets a chance, Eos escapes from Grace's arms while she's distracted. With us back to its real master. He wanted to get away so quickly.
Happiness is always fleeting. Forget it. Let's get back to the commission then. So that time we dealt with the runaway machinery I mentioned a bit ago, thanks to Phaethon, Belobog eliminated the potential threat to the project. My sweet our president also got to let go of some emotional baggage. So it was a really positive outcome overall. But if we instead turn our gaze to the company's balance sheet, we've actually suffered heavy losses.
Yes, I thought the company Harris was dealing with some money issues.
Right. Remember that, Wise? The commission was to retrieve 3 runaway industrial machines. But in the end, the monster appeared and absorbed them all.
Unfortunately.
Yup. We, ended up losing the 3 machines originally allocated to the project. And despite unexpectedly retrieving the prototype, we haven't been able to put it to practical use yet. So, to make up for the loss of those children, Belobog Industries has agreed to cooperate with the industry leader 3 Gates Corp on a small project. We'll provide some technical documents in exchange for some of their heavy machinery assets. And for this commission, we'll also need your support in awakening the prototype's logic core, which contains the data we want to exchange.
Awakening the logic core? I say that's safe. What about that call just now?
Can you explain what just happened with the call?
That's someone from 3 Gates saying that another company's also looking to partner up with them. They'll probably end up using the one offering higher technological value. It's no big deal. Anyway, the ins and outs of this commission are all there. We'll go along with your preferred style of cooperation. We're counting on you, Phaethon.
Okay. But please, just give Eos a break.
Alright, Grace's Frankenstein. But yeah, that whole issue trying to get those machines back as well as the prototype was kind of messy. Luckily, Kaleda got to unload some baggage. She didn't know what the heck happened with her dad. Luckily, we were able to help with that. Okay, great.
Let's start the.
I shall
Is it time to clock out?
Touch my tail?
I'm here.
1, 2, yes, all accounted for.
I guess this thing could work.
At your disposal.
It's all electricity, so yep. Got an anomaly, an attacker, and a supporter. This should work. I drag Anton in since they both from the same faction, but I have not leveled Anton at all.
The prototype's logic core is old and uses a ton of energy. So, I've retrofitted this kid with an ether storage battery. I need your help gathering enough energy for it. I'll flag any energy-carrying etheric material. All good? I'm counting on you.
Alright. Charge 1 of 8.
Whoa! That little guy up ahead.
Uh-oh.
Is that child just wandering around in the hollow?
That's a Bangu, isn't it? Oh boy. Maybe we'll help you.
Master, a small, obsolete transport vehicle has been discovered. The routing information in its core database will be useful in expanding possible exploration paths.
Grace effortlessly retrieves her tools from her belt and begins examining the machinery, locating the data storage. Just a moment, please. After some tinkering and adjustments by Grace, the transportation machine that was supposed to be scrapped is now operational once again. Dang, she's good. As Grace watches the little robot stand up and enter standby mode, a look of satisfaction lights up her face. Great, let's get a move on.
See ya, little guy. May we meet again.
Fixed right up. And so easily.
Wow, it just rammed that ethereal.
Is it trying to help us?
I think so. Cool.
An ethereal's closing in on it. We gotta stop it.
Warning, multiple ether signals detected. Likely enemies.
Is it just me, or is the ground moving? That's a lot of ethereals.
Be careful.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's a problem. We're just taking out the ethereals here. Oh, you're kidding me.
Let's see what else I can use around here.
Button's on. Oh!
Well
bombs.
done!
That works. That's 2 of 8. 6 of 8.
Energy storage approaching maximum. Nearly there.
Those out the way. Okay, one more.
I'm getting corruption warnings on the controller. We'd
That's not
better
good.
work fast, Faithin.
Wow.
Oh, that's a
That
problem.
one's powerful.
Wait, what are you doing, little guy? Oh, thank you. That's the last of the energy.
Grab it. Sacrifice
The
me
energy
being
collection
guy.
is almost finished.
Nice. Finally, all charged up.
Oof, worried for a second.
Warning, abnormal ether reaction detected.
Uh-oh.
Wait, don't run away.
Oh, that's a problem.
I knew it wasn't going to be that easy. Move
Never
to plan
is.
B.
It never is that easy. You're about to enter the critical states of the mission. I already got the observation. Let's go. Oh,
Keep
no.
the enemies at bay while I start a debug.
Will do. have much experience fighting with droids. It's one of the standard. That's where an agent's got a point. See, and nothing modern. Ain't later. Right second later. And Reno.
Perfect timing. Here we go.
Easily use her energy.
Stand still. You cannot stop me.
Second wave. Leave that little guy alone. You know,
Be gentle with the patient, would you?
Want to help me test this?
Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight?
Fire!
Yeah! Don't present a target. Yeah!
I'm here. Perfect timing. Commence demolition! Here we go. About to get
Make way! Close combat isn't my thing.
Don't be afraid. It won't hurt. Ready and waiting. Last power test.
Fine.
The defenses are still holding strong, but there is no sign of evading from them, from either the invading ethereals or the rampaging hitting the same base.
Wise, nearby ethereals are growing in number.
Grace, are you done troubleshooting?
Grace, are you done with the troubleshooting protocol yet?
Emergency removal of control permissions is still in progress. Give me a bit more time.
Warning. Ether activity rapidly accelerating. Speculation. A particularly large ethereal unit, or a large group of ethereals, is approaching. Master, have a guess.
This is hardly the time to be fooling around, Fairy. Wise, tell Grace to get out of here.
There's no choice here.
Detecting permission ownership, processing the switch, disabling cloud invocation, matching admin keys. Almost there. Almost!
Please hurry up. That doesn't sound good.
Grace, watch out!
Oh.
Squeaking noise tears through the air beside Grace, flying debris and dust up the oddly shaped monster's advances. What?
That sounds like some big gun firing? Who's attacking the ethereals?
Warning. Unknown individuals approaching.
Unknown individuals? Your sails towards helpless enemies who fail to find cover, and with an almighty cracking sound, presses and drives away all ethereals present. Who the heck was that?
Is this a modded Guardian Mark II tactical mech?
Oh, wow, you can tell it's modded with just one look. Seems like you're not completely off your game, Grace Howard.
And who are you?
The ethereals won't stay subdued for long. Let's talk outside the hollow.
Well, thanks for the backup. while later in the safety zone out of the hollow.
We made it out of the hollow. Are you okay, Wise? Grace?
We're fine. Eos was the real star. I'm fine. What about you, Grace?
I'm okay. How is Grace doing?
Well, despite a few hiccups, the troubleshooting is all done.
Ah, fiddling around with machines while surrounded by monsters. Good to see that your morbid determination has never changed.
Oh, right. I haven't thanked you yet. Thank you so much for reaching out to help despite all that danger.
Thanking people. Huh, that's a marked improvement.
I've seen others similar to you, but you're truly one of a kind.
Nancy's talking to the machine.
Finally, a compliment from you? Better late than ever, I guess.
The more I look at you, the more beautiful your curves are, and the sheer power you contain.
He's talking to the machine.
Wait up. Flattery's one thing, but I think you've gone a little too far.
Where have I seen this before?
This may be weird, but can I please pet you?
He's talking to the machine.
What the? Are you crazy? How could you ask something so rude? I mean, just a handshake would have been fine, but
I'm sorry. I just can't help it.
just hang on. Let me get mentally prepared for that.
The young stranger waves her hands and closes her eyes in a panic, stealing herself what's coming. But Grace presses her like nothing and goes directly to the legs of her tactical mech.
Oh my, does this coating give additional insulation to the hull? Oh, and I bet the power supply inside has been upgraded too, right? I can hear it just humming with power. Grunting, I love it!
Scratch that, sees Hatsumi Mei turned up to freaking 12!
That girl looks frozen solid. Well, maybe she's actually quivering? And her face is so red. Wise, should we go check on her?
Probably best if we did, but at the same time I'm afraid to do so.
Oh, I thought you changed at least a little bit, but I was majorly wrong. You're still infatuated with machines and ignoring people around you. The frosty cold iron witch, Grace Howard.
You're this kid's mechanic? Pleased to meet you. Your child is really powerful.
Ugh, shut up! We've known each other for ages. It's just you never took me seriously because of your twisted values.
Is the values really that twisted? I mean, yes, it sees machines as children, but still.
Huh? We know each other. But I can hardly remember seeing such a cool modded guardian mech like this before. Could you help refresh my memory?
I am talking about me. Let go of my work, you mecha addict.
You know, I kind of empathize.
I somewhat understand.
Sorry, habits of the trade. Could you please tell me your name? Oh, or tell me about this kid's corpus data.
Woman, focus on the person!
As expected, you really don't remember me. That's fine. I'll just have to mercilessly beat you in a tech battle.
Beat me in a tech battle? Oh, you're the second technological partner 3 Gates mentioned, right?
Yes, I, Betty Brenda, am your opponent. And I will beat you in this bid. It'll be a total humiliation for you and Bellabog.
Later, Grant Street construction site, we got Eos back, finally. We made it back safe and sound, thanks to your guidance. The kid has now calmed down. Is the machine okay? I mean, mechanic. Sorry. I think he's okay. I didn't see any injuries. What I'm asking is, are you okay with her? He seems to be your rival bidder. He says he knows you? Who knows? I can't remember much of it. Compared to her, I'm more concerned about my kid's logic core. The awakening in the hollow went well. We should be able to extract data from the logic core now. Let's call it a day. You can take Eos back home. I'll examine the hull when I get back. I'll get in touch with you guys if I have any updates or need your help. Remember to investigate that mechanic. Rich's gaze returns to the machine the moment she says goodbye. The woman, she certainly has a one-track mind, doesn't it? Doesn't she? Thanks so much for your help. Speaking of which, the mechanic who saved us in the nick of time. Betty, was it? Do you remember her? Oh yeah, I was just digging around and saw the name Betty Brenda on the roster at Roos Institute of Technology. She's in the same year as me. So you guys were students together. The school that size, it's only natural you don't remember her. I found a group photo of our research team and realized he was actually my classmate. Oh? You're in the same class. We weren't close, so I can understand why you wouldn't remember. I looked up the research log for my grad project and found out he was actually on my research team. The same team? Then I checked the institute's dormitory records and discovered we lived in the same dorm the whole time. This girl has been literally right next to you for all that time, and you're just now remembering her. That's like forgetting you have a sibling, woman. What? You really messed up, Grace. Yep, that's all you felt, Grace. It's okay to forget students at the same school as you, but forgetting classmates and even those in the same dorm as you. Very, Betty, I'd be angry too. Nope, I'd be even angrier than her. Sigh, so you think it's my fault too. Sweet Pea said the same. It couldn't be helped. Luce Institute of Technology is the holy land of mechanical engineering with thousands of fascinating mechanical prototypes in there. I didn't even have enough time to get to all the kids there. How could I have any energy left over for socializing? Anyway, I'll apologize to Betty next time I see her. Ugh. Grace's current obsession with the scenes is already unusual. Hard to believe she's used to being more extreme. Yes, it's like this now. Imagine how she was when she was younger. But it must be tough for her to see her former classmate become a rival now. I hope we never find ourselves in that kind of situation. This is special. True, her extreme obsession is what drives her extraordinary accomplishments. She's already the tech director of Bellabog Industries at such a young age. She's indeed a genius mechanic. The commission isn't over yet. Let's cooperate with her when she's made some progress in her research. In the meantime, we can attend to other matters first. Like taking a break. Which we kind of need because we're going into 2 hours and I need a snack. So before we get into part 2 of this story, we're going to take a quick break. Sit tight, and we're back momentarily, Masters and Misses. Mr. and Mrs. I hope you had a nice break and got yourself a little snack, like I did. And I also went to use the bathroom. I don't want to be missing anything, even though I will be uploading this as a VOD later. Anyway, on to the chapter 2 of The Iron Witch. It sounds like we'll be using agents for this one. One day after accepting Grace's commission in the parking lot of the Random Play video store on 6th Street, Janus Quarter, New Eridu, today is the day for an important family event, repairing the business card. And she is only one of the siblings that's actually repairing while the other is resting. Attention, you have received an email from Grace Howard, the head technician of Bellabog Industries. AI, pausing the music for car repairs to broadcast the content of the email. Ahem. Weiss, Belle, this is Grace. Are you two free by any chance? I've already extracted enough data from HidoriKuro. We're now ready for the next phase. I need your help with something, but this time it's kind of special. I don't need Phaethon to make an appearance, just you two. If you're free, we can meet up at the old spot, Brent Street construction site. Email ends. Drafting reply. I think I'll pass. Today is an important day. We need to repair our car. See you next time. Please say send if you wish to send this reply. Let's go to the Brent construction site. Later, the siblings arrive at the Brent Street construction site without incident. You arrive at the destination. The large mech emits a low thrum, as if the anticipation of its guests arriving. A small figure in overalls greets you with a smile.
Hello, you two. You're quick. What about the little one?
We didn't bring him because we're not getting into any hollows.
We don't bring EOS on non-hollow commissions. It's better to let it rest.
Too bad. If I'd known, I'd have come up with an excuse to make you bring him along.
EOS is our child, Grace, not yours.
Now you're not even trying to hide it.
I mean, why would she? Eliza can see next to her steps back and forth to one side, seemingly restless.
Good kid. Don't worry, these two aren't the bad guys.
Have you booted up that logic core yet? Going well?
Don't worry, it's only partially booted for now. After the last troubleshooting session, I've managed to fully filter out the data and divert control of basic functions away from the dangerous infected data. Now I just have to wipe any sensitive data left behind regarding the prototype, and it'll be ready for the delivery to 3 gates.
Fairy, can you help with clearing the sensitive data?
Fairy, can you help with clearing that sensitive data?
Negative. All logic cores that pass the forbidden fruit test, i.e., the core systems of AI-enabled machinery, are incompatible with my protocols. Forced intervention can have unforeseen consequences.
Probably best we don't do that then.
Also, I prefer not to interact with ether-corrupted data.
Even Fairy's power has a limit. What are the terrible consequences of accessing data corrupted by ether?
Good question.
I've prepared 10 disgusting metaphors to explain it to you. Which would you like to hear first? Note, human tolerance is limited to about 10 on the disgust scale.
I forgot that Fairy has some sass in her sometimes, for an AI.
So, what's the score of the least disgusting one?
11.
Oh god! I'll pass.
No need. Please delete the metaphors.
This commission doesn't require your faith in disguise. You two alone can handle it. I'm gonna debug this kid's cognitive command system. Only a few basic protocols are needed to set up a link between commands and its behavior. Put simply, I'll issue commands like go left, go right, touch this, touch that, and you'll need to follow my instructions in front of it so that it understands the connection between the commands and the actions.
Okay.
Once cognition is established, act out the commands from the kid to help solidify it. It's like teaching a toddler how to crawl or stand up. Got it? I'll run some system tests on this baby first. Just let me know when you're ready to go.
Step 1 for cognitive tuning is to calibrate command functions for the child to ensure he's receiving accurate commands. Basically, all you have to do is touch either a wooden box or a metal bucket. It'll recognize the item and then send the corresponding signal back to my control terminal. The child agreed to return a red signal when a box is detected, and a green signal for a bucket. It's a bit more straightforward than I thought. Now, the most complicated systems often start with the simplest intentions. Now, your turn. Touch the box or the bucket. Okay. Let's go with the box. This wooden box is built like a tank. Typical Bellabog heavy industry style. Signal answer should be red. Correct. That's my good choice. Because the bucket, tall steel bucket that feels thick and sturdy to the touch. Green. Exactly. Great work, my child. Initial calibration is complete. It's a great start, but today's class isn't over yet. It's now time for some basic testing of the logic function. Just follow the sequence we agreed on. Red, green, red, red, green. What kind of strange thing is that? Red, green, red, red, green. Now, you got to touch the box or bucket in a certain order, so the kid can tell if you're following the rules. Signal recognition, forming cognition, then building rules, and executing judgment. That's the red, green, red, red, green deal. Your turn, Proxy. Red, green, red, red, green. Okay, so... red, green, red, red, green. Red, green, red, red, green. That's right, completely correct. After running a series of commands, Grace finally announces that the cognition system has been successfully calibrated.
Great job! Well done! The cognitive commands have been recorded with precision. My only regret is that my little cutie Eos couldn't make it here today. The whole point of setting up this scheduled maintenance was an excuse to see that roly-poly kiddo running around.
You made it quite obvious.
Grace, you said the quiet part out loud.
All right, the controls have been sufficiently calibrated. Now I'll perform a full reboot to test the effects.
Sure, just completely ignore the fact that we just got caught. Sure.
Is that gonna be okay? What if there's another rampage? What should we do?
No problem. I'm fully prepared. I've dismissed all the onlookers and kept the kids' fuel to a minimum. And Bellabog Industries has updated their health insurance recently. You have accident coverage, right?
Why so many precautions and contingency plans? Doesn't seem like no problem to me.
Don't worry, I'm a professional technician and I've got everything under control. Let's get started.
Grace taps the control panel a few times and the heavy machine base blurts out a complex string of electronic sounds before setting up in a more upright position.
Very well. The control system permissions are operational. Let's start the first cognitive command test. Go 5 meters forward. Command unfulfilled. Repeating command. Go 5 meters forward. That's strange. Why isn't it following my commands? Unless it really is broken?
Uh-oh. Quick, Wise, hide!
The
Take
battery
cover.
in my control panel is dead.
Oh.
No wonder this kid's been so quiet. It wasn't ignoring my commands. It couldn't receive them. False alarm.
Wise, let's agree, Grace never gets to touch Eos ever again.
Agreed. And all the other Bang Boo at home.
Agreed. And all the other Bang Boo at home.
I need to get a backup power supply. Keep an eye on this kid for me, would ya? Its cognition systems are still fragile, so don't provoke it. And don't let anyone get close to it, including yourselves.
I gotta run back to the video store. So this one's on you, bro.
What? Belle, don't leave me here! The only thing that can be heard around is the low drum of the heavy machine bass running. Test set is a mess. Some Grace taking things up over here. The wooden box is sturdy and looks pretty heavy. I think it turns out to be a workout. After some effort, they are successfully improved. Now for the bucket. Moving this bucket is even more challenging. It's a bit harder than you expected. You need to include more physical activity alongside gaming and work. Nah. beep, beep. That sound. Is it the heavy machine based? Let's go check. Oh no! Don't tell me we're still calibrating with the box and bucket. The heavy machine base continues to produce inexcusable noises. But then the sound of confident footsteps accompanied by a familiar voice greets you.
Don't panic. The cognitive unit hasn't received any input commands for a while, so the machine's just running a system diagnostic.
Oh, thank goodness. Also, hey, Betty. What are you doing here?
Betty? What are you doing here?
Have we met? How do you know me?
Grace told me about you.
Yeah, Grace mentioned your name.
I see. So you're the Iron Witch's apprentice, aren't you? Which is why you're keeping guard here.
Well, I wouldn't say apprentice.
Why is the system diagnostic showing such a strong likelihood of startup? Could it be?
As he's saying that, the young mechanic you cross paths with force rides up to the machine base. Nope, don't get too close.
No, don't get too close.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing here. Her machines usually have a soft reset button placed at the back. If I'm able to get there, I can...
Oh boy.
Oh, no need to be so paranoid, you scrap heap. I am here to save you.
As he draws close enough, Betty suddenly dodges and darts to a rear panel of the mech, slapping the button hard. Plus, he's managed to find it.
I knew it. There was a repeat air loop during the self-diagnostic. Onboard memory was getting sapped, so a soft reboot did the trick. It's all because of her. Insisting on the stupid logic core is what has caused the problem.
Logic core? What's wrong with it?
Logic core? What's wrong with it?
The logic core is a precious technological breakthrough that grants mechanical creations the ability to have independent consciousness, potentially even enlightening a machine enough to pass the forbidden fruit test and be truly endowed the soul of an individual.
So can you explain that in English?
However, this kind of technology is not required for production tools like industrial machines. I admit that the efficiency and work capacity of Belobog's heavy machinery are superb, but the cost of production and maintenance is going to be out of this world. Unfortunately, buyers on the market love pursuing these unnecessary and uncontrollable gold-plated features, so the industries followed suit and started researching personality tools. Well, let me ask you, if you want to make an axe that chops wood faster, will you equip it with jet thrusters, AI systems, and a voice that yells at you, "Master, Master," every time you poke it?
Probably not the last thing, but the jet thrusters. Starting to brainstorm something there.
Oh, a jet axe. If it's real, I'd certainly want to give it a look.
I mean, we got gun swords and other kind and freaking lances that can shoot up into who knows how many feet in the air. A jet axe isn't exactly off the table.
You're the kind of person who still watches cartoons even though you're grown up, right?
And what's wrong with that?
Listen up, apprentice. Tools are just tools. Their value lies in being easy to get, easy to use, and easy to replace. Use them while they're good, and chuck them out once they're broken. Personifying or putting them before humans is heresy. And that's exactly the type of person your teacher is. She's mastered new applications for personified operating systems, and in doing so, has grown contemptuous of humanity. She's just a weirdo obsessed with tools who gets things backwards. Okay.
He speaks with emotion and slaps the heavy machine beside her with a loud clang.
Huh? How is it moving again?
Oh boy.
Hang on. Stop right now. I was being careless just now, not hostile. Ah!
Oh boy.
Abort startup.
A familiar voice stops the heavy machine base, causing it to return to standby mode. Oh, that was close.
That was a close one, but luckily I caught it. You, didn't I say not to provoke this kid?
Betty, what are you doing here?
Yeah, nothing. Just here to inform you. Three Gates Corp has officially recognized my company's application for tech cooperation. And, well, only one of us will be granted resource support on the evaluation day. Be forewarned, Grace.
I see. Well, thanks so much for passing on the message. If there's nothing else, I'll keep tweaking my little problem child, okay? Oh, yeah. And as for you, thanks for your support today. I'll give you a call when I need a hand next time. You can head off now.
Sir. Having said that, Grace quickly walks over to the heavy machine base without looking back and focuses on her debugging work.
See that? Something might have happened just now, but she clearly cared more about the machine than her own apprentice. That's the cold iron witch I know. But it's fine. I'll soon let her know to never take people lightly.
Betty seems to notice a sound coming out of the phone in Betty's pocket. External data download complete. What? Oh boy. That's gonna come back to bite us. That's definitely going to come back to bite us. You're back, Weiss. Yeah? What's that odd expression? What happened? Well, so Betty and Grace had a spat over different views on machines. Gee, I should have stayed for that drama. According to Grace, she might contact us again before at the press conference. That should be the last contact. Once we've handled it, this commission will be considered completed. I'm getting more and more curious about Grace's past. How about we have a chat with her after the commission is done? Maybe we'll dig into some juicy gossip. I'll keep an eye on the group chat. While we wait for Grace's message, we can get back to our daily work. Back to our daily tasks. Thanks for your hard work. Yeah. Story completed. Now for Iron Witch 3. Now we'll be going into the combat. We need lightning or electricity. So most likely be putting in Grace, Masa, and Rena again. One day after you helped Grace adjust the machines, you unexpectedly see a familiar figure on 6th Street. It's Grace's competitor, Betty Brenda. What's she doing here? You need to share this news with your sibling. Huh? What's Betty doing here? He's talking to a public security officer? Street CCTV images retrieved. She appeared to be talking to an officer, and judging by her body language, 1, they're engaged in a heated discussion, 2, they were quietly arguing. Suggestion: to better complete Grace Howard's commission, Master should learn more about this conversation. Barry, what's your goal here? I just really want to know. AI has the right to gossip too, you know. I'm not sure if that'd be a good idea, but why the hell not? I'm on Fairy's side this time. But listen in, bro. In any case, she thinks you're Grace's apprentice, so there won't be any trouble. If you think so. Okay, I need to know what's happening, even if it's just for the sake of gossiping with my sibling. We can make sure the meeting point is safe. How many times do I have to repeat this? Are you Grace's apprentice? What are you doing here? One sec. Betty whispers something to the officer again and then turns around. So, what brings you here? Does the Iron Witch have a message for me? Just passing by. You've got way better manners than your master. Fine, there's actually no better time for you to be here than now. I happen to have a message for your master. She's already lost this bid. What? I've completed my research and already submitted the results to 3 Gates for review. We'll soon hold a presentation to demonstrate my results. I'm the first to hit the target. Go back and tell your master she's welcome to attend the presentation. I'll post the address on the Knock Knock business channel. Please make sure she checks it. Our long-time rivalry is finally coming to an end. Don't let your master run away from the ending. Please tell her what I said. See you soon. He turns and leaves as soon as he finishes speaking. But I get the feeling it has something to do with that external data she got. And at the same time, I feel like that external data is not going to be good. feel like something bad's going to happen with that external data you downloaded without no one noticing. You're back, Wise. Quick, spill the tea. I've got drinks and snacks ready. Alright, let me tell you what happened. You shared Betty's message with her family. What? Betty's already completed her research? And she's inviting Grace to her presentation? Wild, right? Confidence in this lady. Awesome, I can't wait to see them bite each other's head off. Where's she getting the gossip, woman? Barry, please don't speak. Barry, please don't speak like those people on internet. Why? Text Grace and tell her about it right away. Oh wait, that was Barry saying that. Grace, are you there? I'm not here. If you're not there, then who's replying? Quit fiddling around with those children of yours. We got big news. He says he's achieved a technological milestone. She also says he's going to win the bid and has invited 3 Gates reps to a meeting greet. She asked Weiss to pass on the message for you to attend too. The address is on the Knock Knock business channel. Hang on, let me see. It's somewhat strange. Huh? The address for this meeting greet is inside a hollow. Huh? Inside a hollow? Yeah, a companion hollow off the Lemnian Hollow. It's an old construction site. I'm guessing Betty's technical milestone has to do with what that modded Guardian mech refers. Maybe he's meeting those reps inside the hollow to give a demonstration of its firepower. One of the 3 departments from the 3 Gates Corps is military. If their tech cooperation is based around military tech, that makes sense. How about it, Grace? Do you want to go? Yeah, let's go take a look. It'll be a big loss for Bellabog to miss out on this bid. Knowing your enemy isn't always the worst thing. Besides, we can check out this new mech in action. Can I count on you 2 for navigation? Let me know when you're ready. I'm ready whenever. Oh boy. Witch's Trial. I imagine how this is going to turn out.
I only hand.
I shall need something. Wanna see?
Handmade Rena, at your service.
Ready for
Stand 1, 2. Ready for good day.
It's our turn, bro. If you need help, call me anytime.
I would throw in Seth, but he's still level 50. I need to work on him later. He and Caesar are my best defense units. I mean, I have Ben, but he's not really all that good without Kuleda. Following Fairy's navigation, everyone is finally brought to Betty's location. Beside her stands the modded Guardian Mach 2 technical mech.
You're too slow, Iron Witch.
Betty!
I'm already warmed up. Introducing the new tactical mech, upgraded for CoreLogic OS. Witch Hunter Alpha. Come on, demonstrate your might to our guests. Commence offensive maneuvers at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock.
Following orders.
What?
The mech responds in clear human voice, and instantly performs a complex array of technical motions. Seems similar to that mech Grace was debugging.
It seems similar to that mech Grace was debugging.
Oh, what's wrong, Grace? Hard to believe the personality OS you were so proud of has been replicated by someone like me. A cheaper, more productive, and easier to deploy modular personality OS. The maintenance costs are half what you pay. There are none of the whole stability or personality disorder risks you fretted about. Didn't the market applaud your tech patents? They'd always say only someone who loves tech as much as Grace could achieve this. The cold and withdrawn Iron Witch, a weirdo who treats machines like people. This black magic you've been researching for so long, cracked just like that by me.
Yes, please keep gloating before this thing suddenly goes off the rails.
Ooh.
Nancy does not care in the slightest. Before it comes, the network keeps herself returning to Betty's side.
Task complete. I suggest switching to auto defense mode. Is that okay, Master?
Auto defense mode? Please say no.
Go ahead.
And it's going to start attacking.
Its intelligence system is crude, but I like its gumption. Approximately 1/1,000th as professional as me.
Right. Sir Fairy.
All right, Barry. Don't add fuel to the fire. Wise. Is Grace okay?
Grace, you okay?
Grace, are you okay?
That voice is so lovely.
And it's disgusting.
I can't believe she just caved like that. Well, no, of course she would.
Yep.
It responded to the voice command and executed the instructions without any redundant movements, and the steering mechanism's brake nozzle is gorgeous. It only listed one default command when recommending actions, and still so immature. I love it!
Oh, enjoying it? Why are you admiring your rival's work?
This kid looks really good.
You can't agree with your rival like that.
Don't praise your rival. At least now's not the right time.
Yes, I don't like it yet. You claim to have replicated Bellabog Industries' patent, but I won't buy it just like that. I'll believe it when I see this kid show us a little more. Show it to me. Right here, right now. Best if you let me pick it apart myself so I can see better.
Please don't.
You know, the more you say, the sketchier you get.
Almost everything that comes out this woman's mouth when it comes to mid-scenes is sketchy.
Why would I let my rival disassemble my work? But, well, you do have a point.
She does?
I'll have Witch Hunter Alpha accompany you to demonstrate the difference in technological achievements. I've uploaded the coordinates of Three Gates' meeting place to Witch Hunter Alpha's memory. Enjoy its company and appreciate its skills along the way.
Really? Thanks. But this doesn't mean I concede.
Wise, I'm starting to worry Grace is gonna switch sides.
Probably.
This is the meeting point Betty mentioned. I didn't expect this kind of company. Prepare for combat. Let's go.
Watch out! Surprise attack! Perfect timing.
Stand still.
Oh boy.
Wanna help me test this? I found you. Blast power test.
What?
I hope nothing happens when the Three Gates reps arrive.
Witch Hunter So. Betty proudly showcases her masterpiece. Following her command, an enhanced connect named Witch Hunter Alpha beautifully takes its position guarding Grace. Is it really that reliable? Warn Betty about the powerful enemies in the hall. Upon hearing your warning, the proud mechanic bursts into laughter. Ha! These small-time materials are no match for my almighty Witch Hunter Alpha. It's true, but there's not even a single scratch in the mecha's robust armor. How will you demonstrate its power? Betty points to a specific location. This is where I'm scheduled to meet the people of the Three Gates Corps. I'll allow Witch Hunter Alpha to accompany you there. He's smiling confidently. Then there's no service now.
All right, Witch Hunter Alpha, enable escort mode. Take out the ethereals up ahead first.
Oh, that's a lot of ethereals.
Orders received. Suppressing with force.
Whoa!
No valid targets remaining.
That was
Wow.
fast and so accurate.
Don't compliment your rival.
I am just getting started.
Warning, units with high ether activity detected ahead. They are likely strong enemies. A direct confrontation is not suggested. Scanning for a suitable detour.
High-risk ethereals locked. Commencing annihilation.
It rushed off just like that.
Whoa!
Incredible! Such a powerful hit!
Witch Hunter Alpha suddenly speaks with a smooth, synthesized mechanical voice, seeking your evaluation on whether it's actually aligned with ethical requirements. Please provide corrective instructions if there are any violations. Don't worry, you've done a great job.
Feedback safe to data table.
Detour route cancelled.
I'll leave that detail.
Warning, the area ahead contains many unfinished buildings. The path forward is blocked. Strategy modification is required. Scanning for a suitable detour.
Or just do that.
Does it want to force its way through?
I think so.
Now that's surprising.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Can everybody hear me? I've decided to give you a special demonstration of the long-range firepower of Witch Hunter Alpha.
Uh-oh.
The personalized operating system I built is more precise than your version, Grace. You can command it effortlessly. Witch Hunter Alpha, destroy hostile units ahead! Open fire!
Oh boy.
Target locked. Awaiting orders. Catapult. Guided missile launched.
Huh? It missed?
No. It's still...
Still possessing.
So you could tell. Right? Now, correct. It can identify the best target to strike.
Oh. That is... Wow.
Interesting.
Relying on Witch Hunter Alpha's superior firepower, mobility, and response speed, the group soon arrives at the location Betty has provided.
We're here. Good timing. The 3 Gates reps and public security will arrive shortly. How about it, Grace? Willing to admit defeat?
I'm willing to admit this kid is indeed a superior mech, with strong firepower, good mobility, and responsive controls. A weapon well suited for mass production. When I first encountered it a few days back, it didn't have the personality OS installed. I never expected our patent to be reverse engineered to such an extent in such little time.
I finally got to see the day that Grace admits defeat. Ho-ho!
Not just yet. I have a question to ask you first.
Ask away.
It's not a question for you. It's for the kid.
What?
What? Grace supports Witch Hunter Alpha, now in defense mode, and when its targeting systems eliminates her, she says...
Witch Hunter Alpha, how high should the driver's seat be set?
I have neither a pulpit nor a seat. Your question does not make any sense.
What if you were to suggest a seat height? What would it be?
Nothing over 140 centimeters.
Oh. After listening to Witch Hunter Alpha's response, Grace's expression suddenly grows serious. She quickly leaves the mech, deliberately bypassing the target's system's dead zone.
Seat height? What kind of question is that?
Betty, shut down Witch Hunter Alpha right now, or uninstall the personality OS. We need to take it out of the holo ASAP.
Why?
What nonsense!
I have no idea how you've gotten your hands on it, but I'm certain your personality OS is plagiarized from the data frame I've deployed in our prototype.
Oh.
Hey, no need for such ugly accusations. Resorting to this all because you can't admit failure?
She figured it out from the external data that was downloaded.
Just because you asked a useless question, you're now accusing me of plagiarism?
140 centimeters. That was Coletta's height back then.
Huh?
the former president of Bellabog Industries, Koleda's father, and my mentor, Horse. When he finalized his prototype, he calibrated a specific seat height so that his daughter could pilot it from the get-go. That height was directly embedded into the logic core. On the way here, I realized Witch Hunter Alpha's thinking patterns were similar to those of our kids. I was suspicious if you used the same data framework. The answer to this question has finally convinced me. Only our prototype, a Bellabog Industries mech, could know this by default, because my sweet pea gets mad if the seat is set too high.
How you and your venomous slander! That's just a coincidence!
You know deep in your heart it's not. Listen to me, buddy. The logic core data from the prototype hasn't had comprehensive troubleshooting yet. There's still lots of corrupted data that needs stripping away. Using a copied framework means it's also contaminated with corrupted data, and we've already been inside the Hollow for over 2 hours. This kid is at risk of losing control at any second.
Oh yeah, we need to turn that thing off now.
I would... No way. You're lying. I won't be tricked.
Really? Still not giving up. Fine. Here's another task for Witch Hunter Alpha then. Translate this. Red, green, red, red, green.
Red? Green? Now what are you up to?
Box, bucket. Box, box, bucket.
Huh? How are you speaking in unison?
Yep, it's the same exact OS.
Because this is the cognitive command code I installed when I debugged my kid. Wake up, Betty. Turn off Witch Hunter Alpha right now.
He stole the data while we were troubleshooting. You can tell it's plagiarism because he copied over all the errors over 2.
You can tell it's plagiarized because she copied all the errors over 2.
Warning. Hostile behavior detected. Initiating self-defense mode.
I know you're just bluffing. Go, Witch Hunter Alpha. Get rid of this trickster witch.
Start frame with the tactical mech moves, holding high its heavy cannon.
Oh, huh?
And targeting its own mechanic.
Betty, watch out!
Hostile targets locked. Commencing pursuit.
Yep, so to set it down when you have the chance. The targeting system chases non-existent enemies. The Witch Hunter Alpha plunges into the depths of the Hollow.
Proxy, let's go after it!
Witch Hunter Alpha, stop!
I don't think you can.
It's lost control. After it!
Not necessarily a problem. Yeah. There.
It's just a simple mistake, a little hiccup.
Woman, this morning is a hiccup!
That child is your heart and soul, right? Hurry up!
The thing literally charged at us! Good thing we can tell it to make its punches harder. Ow. Jeez! Get out the Hollow observation data.
It's that guided miss! Has it stopped?
I've updated the target for the guidance module. You're just a machine. You dare defy me? This is your... What? It dodged it?
Damn. It's better than you program. There.
Witch Hunter Alpha, enough now. Do as I say. Stop.
Was,
Ah, don't bring it over here! Ah, crap. Great, we got to fight Durios and that crazy mech. Lovely. Yeah, I'm here.
Wow.
Ready. Stay on your feet.
Here to support. Kindly fall into despair.
Perfect timing.
No! Don't lose your head. Just get after it.
That's all we can do right now.
Warning. Increase in engine output detected.
Uh-oh.
Very well then. You forced my hand. Now, set the explosives along its current trajectory.
Go down!
It doesn't even do anything.
It's still moving. Why? Why?
That's what happens when you use someone else's spark instead of your own. We're about to enter the critical states to commit some. Please know, if you want sorry, you cannot export freely. Continue? Yep.
Warning. Fire control system and onboard weapons have been damaged. Entering attack mode.
Oh dear.
The target's hull has been damaged. Ether activity is steadily increasing.
That's no good. We're not doing enough damage to stop it.
Oh gosh, how could this happen?
Betty, what now? Any contingency strategies? You're asking me?
You built it.
Of course I'm asking you. You're that child's mechanic. You know it inside and out. Think about how to solve this problem.
The logic core is already corrupted. I can't command it.
Pull yourself together. Now's not the time to be pessimistic. Oh no. Those mech attacks keep getting stronger and stronger. Are there any software vulnerabilities we can exploit? Any hardware damage? Contingency protocols? Module defects? Think! Quick!
Run.
What's that?
Run! Just run! I admit it. I plagiarized your data framework. I just built a simulation layer over the top of the base structure. I don't know how to deal with this situation. Let's run. Our weapons aren't enough to deal with it, and it will only get more dangerous as it corrupts.
So, what about your mission, then? What about the 3 gates reps?
I'll explain things to them and let this crazy piece of metal fend for itself. And we can still call up the HIA to come take care of it.
What kind of joke is that?
Oh jeez. This is the first time we've ever heard Grace roar.
I didn't expect that. That's the first time I've ever heard Grace roar.
Or even raise her voice in the first place. Good lord. Now you know this situation's gone bad. She's actually literally pissed off.
Why can't we run away? Anyone with common sense would do the same.
Faye, this is Grace we're talking about here. This woman has no common sense whatsoever.
We're facing an experimental weapon that's out of control, and our only control tool is broken. That's it. Let's leave things up to public security or the HIA. It's totally reasonable. I know what you're thinking. You just won't give up on that mech. You want to save it like it's a person, but this
Obsession with machinery is fanaticism. Why are you making me stay with you?
Enough with all your nonsense. Leaving problems behind for someone else to handle. You're just shirking your obligations.
You're that child's mechanic. It's your responsibility to deal with it. Run away? Have you thought about how many other people would be risking their lives because you neglected your duty?
Grace Fruit Express and aggressively collapses beneath the anchor of Grace's rebuke. It takes her a few seconds to squeeze out a stifled cry and answer.
I don't know what to do.
Hand over the control panel.
Huh? What are you gonna do?
Take back control.
Take back control of the logic core while it's being corrupted by ether? How?
You said that you only built an emulated control layer, right? If the central control system and mech command are carried through the emulated control layer instead of direct authorization from the logic core, then there's still a chance.
But that'll be almost impossible unless some magic happens.
Frosty Cold Iron Witch.
Huh?
Isn't that the name you've been mocking me with? If you need some magic, don't you need a witch on your side?
Damn. Right there.
Commence demolition!
Yeah, I'm here.
Ready and waiting.
Want to help me test this?
Yeah. Wow. Go now, child.
I won't miss.
Here we go. Perfect timing.
Fine. Break away in one hit.
I found you.
I won't miss.
As you will.
Okay.
Are you feeling it? Don't be afraid. It won't hurt.
Want to help me test this?
Stand still. Here to support. You cannot stop me.
Its main control system's damaged. Now's the time. Betty, give me the control panel.
What? Here.
Cut autonomous order percentage. Switch permissions to G44. Ceasefire control radar module. Change power distribution to manual. Restart energy pump.
Grace!
Too slow.
Its logic core is out of control. We won't make it.
Is the soft reboot button in the middle of its frame?
Yeah. Wait, you want to try a manual reboot?
I mean, there's option at this point.
Are you out of your mind?
It's Grace talking about it. Of course he is.
Isolate and disable weapons.
It's done.
Yeah.
Huh?
Uh-oh. The cannon.
Right here.
What?
That was close.
What a good kid. Welcome back.
You deserve that quick thinking. And this is why we don't patronize someone else's work, kids. After a short while, public sec forces worked together with weapon experts from Defense Force and disposed of Force Hunter Alpha.
Yikes! I never expected those PubSec agents to come so fast. I didn't get a chance to appreciate that kid's insulation coat as much as I would have liked.
Grace, that kid tried to kill you.
What a texture, despite all the battle damage.
Awesome.
Incredible, Grace. Truly amazing.
Turns out, Grace isn't really a freak. She only acts like one because she's a consummate professional dedicated to her field.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, that was rude. Do you think it's easy being a corporate technician like me? Especially considering how young I am. As an apology, I'll let you give me this cute little thing to pet. I mean, research for a few days.
Go on, Eos. You won't hurt you.
You do deserve a reward. How about it, Eos? Would you make the sacrifice?
As everyone calms down, the dude gates corpse web pass with the crestfallen-looking young girl.
Betty! Betty Brenda!
If you want to laugh at me, be my guest. I've got nothing to say.
Great job constructing that emulated control layer.
Huh?
The voice print conversion command was so good I almost got fooled. Even though the incomplete data framework caused lots of operational errors and low efficiency, there's still lots of room for improvement. If you're interested in personality OS research, I can give you some sample data from our prototype. Of course, you'll have to wait until your suspension is over and you've regained your mechanics license.
I lost. Completely, thoroughly. Good luck with your technical collaboration, Grace Howard.
The mechanic follows the marching units out of the hollow once more and, for just a second, her back seems to be just a little bit straighter. Still willing to give her sample data?
You're still willing to give her sample data?
Proxy, have you heard of horsepower as a unit of measurement? It indicates how many horses would be required for an equivalent output of force. Industrial machinery usually has a horsepower of several hundred or several thousand. Don't you think this is a real boon for horses? Because these machines end up saving hundreds of them from the pain of manual labor. People are just the same. An industrial machine can save dozens of engineer teams from hollow-related danger, and a tactical mech can save several combat squads from having to face ethereals. And me? Actually, I can't say that I simply love machinery. All I'm infatuated with is the prospect of saving humans from getting ruined inside the hollows, and sparing their families all the suffering and grief. I may have destroyed many times the machines that my peers, indirectly or otherwise, have. So that's really why I'm a witch, you know? Even if it makes me cry out in sorrow, I still have to send these kids out there to face fatal threats. But if there were more witches like me in New Eridu's future, just a few more people willing to care for these machines and shed tears for their sacrifices, well, maybe these kids would be more willing to forgive us for what we expect of them.
Grace takes the heavy machine base back with her for a checkup and repairs. Now we finally wrapped up Grace's commission, let's take Eos back to the south. Oh, we definitely got a lot more about Grace out of that. surface, he's a very enthusiastic technician. But beneath it all, he cares a lot more than we think. The commission is over without a glitch. Great work, Wise. You too. You've seen a very close out of grace this time. Turns out, Frosty Cold Iron Witch isn't a degrading nickname. It's an honorable title. Also, no one gets injured in the end. Nothing beats that. Indeed. Weiss, what's your take on this matter? Should tools be just tools? Is there any point in us attaching our other feelings to them? If we're nice to them so that it'll be easier for us to dump them later, does that make us kind or heartless? See, that's a tough point. That is a tough call, because that feels like a total moral dilemma in itself. I really don't know either. It's indeed difficult to pick a side. After all, people must have something they firmly believe in behind their choices. Anyway, this commission has finally come to an end smoothly. Let's take a break and get back to our routine. Is the story completed? That's the Iron Witch taken care of. I got a new title out of it. The Amazing Grace. She really is amazing, isn't she? Anyway, that's going to do it for today, Masters and Misses. This was fun. We're seeing more to these agents than what we're already getting. Which makes me wonder what we're going to see in Kaleda's story, as well as Haramasa's. And what are the stories? Is those the only ones I haven't gotten to yet? Because Venice's story, I need to do hers. Xin Yi. And yeah, I think that's about the only ones left. I did lighters, there's Haramasa. So I got Haramasa, Bernice, and Xin Yi left. And Kaleda. So I'm gonna do Kaleda and Xin Yi's next, then Bernice and Haramasa's. So thank you all for coming out today. Thank you all for watching. And as always, until next time, Masters and Misses, we hope to see you again soon.